Good afternoon. So I thought I would share with everybody the easiest, simplest way to get backsplash off of your kitchen. I've taken a lot of backsplash off. I've put a lot back on. Anyhow, I'm basically going to show you the easiest, fastest way without damaging the wall. That's probably the most important thing. Don't damage yourself, don't damage the wall. And I mean by damaging the wall, putting holes in the wall. So basically, if you were to take your pry bar and pry, you're going to put a hole in the wall. You don't want holes in the wall if you can help from having it. Now obviously, paper, stuff like that's not gonna bother anything. You can clean it off when you're all done and then go back with a new backsplash. So anyhow, the trick is fairly simple. Probably the most important thing about it is sharpening your pry bar. You would be really surprised on having a dull pry bar, and I consider this sharp because it is a steep bevel, where this end, in case you need it even more, is a less bevel. I've tried dull ones. They basically put a hole in the wall every single time. You don't want to pry if you don't have to. You're not going to pry on it. You're just going to tap it. Basically, you're going to take it and tap across it. It'll eventually pop off. If you get a hard spot, you can just move up or down, whichever way you want to go. You notice I'm not prying. I'm just, if anything, pulling. Some backsplashes are harder than others. If you get a hard spot, let's say you're going to start here. If you get a hard spot, see, it doesn't want to go anywhere. I'm prying a little bit, but not enough. You can move down. Move down again. Pop that one. Pop that one. That one. That one. A lot of times I just take this and they'll pop off. This part, the easiest way to get this part off, this metal edge, which is not attached to your counters, you can just pull it and it'll come right off. Obviously, if you were in a customer's house, you would not want to do this to their counters. You need to cover the counters up. This particular house, we're basically putting granite in, taking the counters off. I always pull the backsplash off first because all these little chips end up in their cabinets and nobody wants glass chips in their cabinets. So if you're in a customer's house and they're keeping the counters, cover them up, put carpet on it, cardboard, whatever, go slower. This porcelain is really sharp. It will jack a countertop up. It'll break granite. It will cut you. So wear safety goggles and gloves. Anyhow, that's my trick. Just tap on it. If you get a real hard spot, move somewhere else. Move up and down. Try not to pry. You'll end up with a clean wall that doesn't have a bunch of holes in it. You don't really want holes. You are going to go back with a backsplash, but a lot of people go back with small 3/4, 1 inch tiles. And if there's a 4-inch hole in there, you basically got to fix all those holes before you go back with a backsplash. Some people will go over the tile. There's nothing really wrong too much with that. You have to move all your outlets out and you have to put an edge over here. Some sort of tiled edge to cover up both your tiles. I don't recommend that. I've done it in the past because people just don't want to pay to have it taken off and they don't want the mess. I think this is the best way just to do it correctly. That way your outlets are all good. I usually replace all the outlets when we're done. But anyhow, just remember to cover your countertops off unless you're getting rid of them. We're getting rid of these. Anyhow, that's my trick. Super easy. Thanks for watching. Bye.